It's good to know that you are still there listening to Rock City 101.9 FM in the city of Abuja. Yes, it's the Daybreak Show. Citizens Forum. This Tuesday morning, Dele Ayodo is my name. I welcome you to the show.
And I am Chienye. Good morning and welcome on board.
All right, yes, I will be talking politics. Of course, we can't stop talking about some issues, either the party in government or the party aiming to be in government, or the one you want to refer to as opposition right now. Yes, it's the PDP. Well, whatever it is the PDP. They've been able, somehow, some people will say that is in paper or on paper, be able to surmount that judicial attack created by themselves, and that could actually have been the end of the crisis in the PDP. December 9 is expected to be their national convention, where they will now have a substantive, the one that somebody just talked about, or referred to as authentic national executive to run the party and get it prepared ahead of the general election in 2019. But, in the Southwest, can we really say they are prepared for that election? Yes, one will have thought that by the zoning policy and system of the PDP, the Southwest has been handed over the chance, the opportunity to produce the national chairman, but things appears to be tough, rough, dicey, and unpredictable about that, because even the caretaker national chairman himself has said there is no microzoning for now. What they've done is to ask the South, which has 3 zones, to produce the national chairman. A few people are tussling to become that chairman from the Southwest. We also have others from the South right now, the Southeast are not showing interest though, but whatever it is, they will also have the voice to decide, or the opportunity to decide, which of these 2 zones in the South pick that ticket. Well, Ogun State here again appears to be the tumbling, the rumbling storm in that PDP. Remember, the event that led to that long judicial crisis began here in Ogun State, where some group of the party decided to challenge the composition of those that made up that committee. It appears we are going to have a repeat of that. Can we then say the PDP had the storm over, or is it that another of such incidents, crisis, is about to erupt? Is it worth it for any of the Southwest to actually aspire to be a chairman? Rather, can we be looking at the vice president's position? What are the chances of the Southwest really in that December 9 elections? And what are they going to do to ensure that they are not going to be working on a booby trap by some group in the Southwest again? These are issues we want to look at, contentious we may want to say right now. We'll be speaking to a few top-notchers, those who are aspiring from that position, and some members of the working committee of the PDP. First, I have online Mr. Jimi Agbaje, who is a contestant. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Dele. Nice to be with you.
Thank you so much. First, sir, are you very confident that December 9 election will hold, and results thereafter will also hold, will also stay?
Well, let me say that I have every confidence that the convention will take place December 9th to 10th. There is nothing to show that anything will shift that date. Naturally, my prayer is that we go into a convention that will be a success. In other words, we look forward to a free and fair convention. Look forward to a very lively convention, rancor-free, where we can all have fun and be able to say in the future that it is one of the best conventions we have had in recent times, especially coming out of the crisis that we had, which will be the first elect convention after that crisis. It will be the first elected convention after we lost power at the center. I think I look forward to a good convention.
Now, I want you to justify the position of Southwest insisting that they should be the only one to contest. Your party have said we have only zoned it to the south. There are 3 zones in the south.
Well, when you look at the decision of the party, I'm not sure it's a question of insisting, because the leadership of the party, that's the National Executive Committee, in its wisdom, has decided not to microzone. In other words, has kept it open to the southwest, to the southeast, and to the south-south. Having said that, so it will not be a question of insisting. Yes, I would have preferred that it had been microzone, but it has not been. So I would say it's insisting. I would put my own points across as to why it should be the southwest that should produce the chairman. The first point I would say is that, to start with, the PDP is founded on this all-inclusiveness. And in arriving at the all-inclusiveness, the formula was this idea of zoning. In other words, to have a situation where nearly every part of the country, or every part of the country, feels a part of the process. The issue of zoning was the issue of going back, giving power back to the people in a way that everybody feels a part of the process. Now, that's the first principle. So if you use that first principle or pillar that the PDP is founded on, and having realized that all other zones in the south have had a go at the chairmanship. Yes, the south had a go, albeit for a short while. The southeast has had it for a long time. And so if you follow that, then of course the rotation should naturally fall to the southwest. And I think that's the first issue. So based on what the PDP is founded on, it should be the position of the southwest. Number 2, in the last general elections, 2015 elections, the PDP in the southwest was challenged as to how much the southwest had benefited from that administration before the elections. So we in the PDP had an uphill task trying to convince people of the southwest that the administration at that time, did deliver public goods and services to the southwest. So part of the reasons why we didn't give as good a fight as we should have was because the southwest felt shortchanged in that administration. Having said that, I can say we gave a good fight, because if you look at the votes of the southwest at that time, I believe that the present ruling party got about 2.5 million votes, while we got 2.1 million votes. So we still gave it a good fight. But it was there. And so what we're saying is that if the southwest did not feel so shortchanged, we probably would have got a lot more votes for the southwest. Now, so that is an issue. And so when you then come to the present situation, in trying to choose a chairman, the question then arises that if you look at it today for the southwest has the vice presidency of this country today. The southwest today has key positions in the government, power, finance, and I can continue now. So in politics, in delivering public goods and services, it's important that the perception is right. Now, if last dispensation we had a problem trying to convince people that the PDP was for this, had done something for the southwest, the question then is, what do we go with in 2019 if we have a situation where the presidency is coming from the north, where most likely the vice presidency will be coming from the southeast, and then the chairman does not come from the southwest? I think we're going to have a very difficult task trying to convince our people why they should vote PDP, because the question then will come: what are we going to derive this time around for the PDP? Because the signs do not look clear that PDP cares about the southwest. So it's also much, and it's putting across the point that it's about politics, and the reality is that the votes in the southwest are far in excess of what you get in the southeast and the south-south. Lastly, the south-south can be said to be predominantly a PDP region, a zone, the same way that the southeast can be said to be predominantly PDP. So these are already PDP states. And what the PDP should be looking for is how to add on to those. Votes. That's what the PDP should be looking for. And so, why do you want to go to a place that is already on your side when you can take advantage to go to a zone that has so many votes to offer, and it can only be added on to what you have? And those are the issues why I would argue that they should come to the Southwest. I don't know whether I make my points very clear.
Okay. Now, some of those contesting have accused and challenged the chairman, Senator Hamad McAfee, to quit before the election, not to preside over that convention, saying he's already biased and that he has a presidential ambition, which will also make him not become a neutral umpire on that convention. What's your own position as it has to do with this?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I think my own challenge would be that the caretaker committee should not just be preparing for a free and fair convention, but must be seen to be preparing for a free and fair convention. Asking the chairman or any other member of the caretaker committee to resign now would create its own problems. We want to go into the convention, as one united family. So for me, my challenge to the caretaker committee is that they should make everybody feel comfortable going to that convention, believing that the ground is level.
To you, are they working towards that? Are they behaving in a manner that will suggest that they will be neutral?
Oh yes, you see, you don't get 100% result in these matters, especially when the key players who want to run elections get very jittery, get very suspicious. So to that extent, you may not be 100% satisfied. But I think all in all, I think what matters is that you see that there may be mistakes here and there, but that the mistakes are not intentional to skew the results in a particular direction or the other.
Now, the Ogun State PDP, they have warned the national body as to the implication of going ahead with this December convention, saying the Southwest ESCO is illegal because as far as they're concerned, there's still one whose tenure has not expired. And some people have said it appears that the PDP is not learning anything or not learning much from events that led to cases that went as far as the Supreme Court, because this is almost a similar situation. It started from Ogun here, the Southwest, where the then ESCO were sacked. The likes of the former Osun governor, Bode Mustapha, and the likes were had to leave by the court, and we are walking toward that same direction.
Well, you said the Ogun State PDP. I'm not sure which Ogun State PDP are not aware that the presently recognized Ogun State PDP has made such a statement. I believe, if I'm correct, is that some people are still contesting the leadership of the Ogun State PDP, and they're under the Constitution of the Federal Republic. They are in perfect order to contest what they want to contest. Naturally, under the Constitution of the party, we rather try to resolve our problems internally. But the Constitution of the Federal Republic obviously supersedes ours, and so anybody is free to contest it. But I think at this point in time, if we follow the law and follow even the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I'm not sure that they recognize the Ogun State PDP.
No, I'm really sorry. You are correct. I'm sorry. It's wrong for me to use the word Ogun State. There are some members in the Ogun State PDP. I think that's the correct word. Some members in the Ogun State PDP, not the Ogun State PDP.
Will resolve that in due course, I believe.
In due course, and you do not think it will affect at the end of it the December 9 results?
I would hope not. Don't forget that December 9th is just under 2 weeks away.
Yes, it is.
And everybody's getting ready for the convention.
All right, thank you, Mr. Jimi Agbaje, for talking to us. We say
Thank you very much, Dele.
Good luck. We wish you good luck.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, yes, thank you. You've heard his voice. He spoke with us from Abuja, where right now almost all of them are residing in ensuring that they cross the T's. Yes, they cross the T's and dot the I's and dot the I's to ensure the thing is one of the concerns. He just told us his confidence. He did not think that any of the wranglings happening within some members of the Ogun State PDP will affect the general result. Again, let me apply. It's not Ogun State PDP. If I've said that, I think I should say it's some members in the Ogun State PDP. They also have their rights. So we are not done yet. Trust the politicians, Chienye. At any point, they like to paint the other side to you. And behave, and behave that nothing is wrong. Even Chienye, if he's contesting for, let's say, the position of the governor of Ogun State, will tell you, I've won, I have all the members in my side. She will never say, I don't even have money to print poster. Yet, that's Nigerian politicians for you. Nothing is wrong anyway. Well, we're not done yet, like I said. We'll take this break. By the time we come back, hopefully, we should be able to speak with the man that is believed to be occupying the position as we speak of the Southwest Chairman of the PDP. Again, this is the fact from us. We are not politicking. The issue is that there are some people, strong members of the party, including a serving senator, who are strongly opposed to that composition of the membership of the Southwest Executive. And whatever they say or do will have effect. Well, it may not be much on the chances or even the existence of that party. Stay tuned. Alright, thanks for still being there. It's still the Daybreak Show on Rock City 101.9 FM. We are talking politics this morning. As promised, we have with us on the line from Abuja, Mr. Eddy Olafeso is the Southwest Chairman of the PDP. How are you, sir?
It's nice talking to you, sir. Thanks for having me.
All right, now, sir, the convention appears to be working, particularly in the Southwest, toward the same direction because of the fact that there are some members of the Ogun State PDP who are challenging the legitimacy of your ESCO in representing them. How do you intend to surmount this, and how do you to avoid the beginning of another legal crisis that was witnessed this year and last year?
Let me thank you very much, and to let you understand that having legal matters in court is part of process, part of the democratic process. But the truth remains that we've been reaffirmed by the last convention of the party. The proper congress that actually put us in place was held in the Dome in Ondo State on May 14, 2016. And from there on, we have moved from High Court to Appeal Court to Supreme Court. Yes, some people have started another round of forum shopping, moving from one High Court to the other to continue to look for problems. But they have their motive. Those doing that are not, those that are authentic members of the party that want the party to win. Because there are processes in any political party for which to seek redress, and you must have to explore and, go through all the avenues
Now, Mr. Olafeso, good, you realize that I'm speaking from Abeokuta, the state capital. One fact that I want to tell you is that as we speak, this group of people that are referred to as legal shopping around are the ones occupying the secretariat of the party as I speak. Will you then not be foolhardy for anybody to just wave whatever they are doing off with a finger?
Let me tell you something. Your legitimacy is driven by the leadership of the party. If you like, you can occupy a building. But the legitimacy of Ogun, Dele is what the national body says it is. And if those people are not recognized, they're not recognized because they're not legal and they're not legitimate. And whatever they do, they are taking laws into their hand, and the appropriate time the party will take its decision on all those matters. Let me tell you, occupying a space does not make you part of an entity. If people want to resort to violence, PDP is not known for violence, and that's the reason why we eschew anything that will bring, violence or disturbance to our people. It is not being cowardly. It is doing the right thing within the ambit of the law, my brother. So that they are occupying a building does not make them the authentic, recognized, ESCO of the party in the state.
Now that's good, sir. The party intends to do something about it. Of course, that will be necessary. But when and what are you going to do to at least stop this?
Nature and the way of replacing itself. All this grand spending will be over by the 9th of December, and we know who owns the land. Whoever is going to the convention, whoever has the authority to represent the people, will become the leader of the leaders of the people. I guarantee you something. This grand spending is long enough, and the people require peace to grow. We need to play our role as opposition member, and we must be allowed to do so. If you are a member of the party, you are ruled by the constitution of the party. Anything away from the constitution of the party makes you a dissident, and there are repercussions. There are repercussions for such decisions, and before long, the PDP will take its own decisions. I can tell you that.
All right. Those repercussions you are talking about, will it include expulsion of some of these people? Because we have some that are regarded as top members.
According to the constitution of the party, my brother, the constitution is very clear. And if somebody is a serial offender, the party will take a decision in line with its own constitution to deal with such scenario.
Now let's go to the party, the convention itself, December 9. How sure are you that the party will give the chairmanship to your zone?
Well, we have tabled our matter. We have higher moral ground to demand for it. We have presented the best of our people. They, recognized highly intelligent citizens of this country that have actually demonstrated leadership in the past. And we have spoken to the other 5 zones. We can only appeal because we are 1 out of 6. But then history is on our side. We have a moral higher ground on which to make the presentation. We continue to seek and our quest for the chairmanship, and with understanding that is an internal issue within the party, and that whatever disagreement we have must be handled in a civilized manner according to the constitution of the party. Then we must take that into consideration, that we can only appeal and there is no one to be fought in this. And in the final analysis, I think we're equitable enough in the party to do the right thing for those that have shown interest in the party to run the affairs of the party come December 9 and beyond.
Now, the zone has attempted or has been attempting to shortlist the numbers of those who are aspiring and present a common front. How far have you been able to achieve this? Few days.
Yeah, the zone made effort to speak to our people. But in the same breath, you recognize that the part of the rebranding in PDP is to own internal democracy, not disallow individuals to be able to seek and pursue their dreams within the party of occupying any position. We can only appeal, and we have appealed to our leaders. And let me tell you, 24 hours is a long way when it comes to convention politics. A lot of things can still be achieved. Even if it's not achieved at this moment, it can still
likelihood, distant chance that you did not clinch it, your plan B, does it include positioning for the vice presidency slot, which some people have said is what the governor of Ekiti State and one of the leaders in the PDP South West is aiming at?
I do not know about that. I don't second guess opinions. Neither will I tell you something that is favorable, that is not scientific or authentic. The party will take decisions to be nearest to the future on all those things. So, as far as I'm concerned, you cannot get an answer from me on that.
All right, we must say thank you, Mr. Eddy Olafeso, Southwest Chairman of the People's.
For your information, I have a PhD since 2008.
With all respect.
But I'm equally a mister.
With all respect, yes, I would respect that. Dr. Eddy Olafeso.
It's a pleasure speaking with you, and I appreciate the listeners for this authentic position of the party when it comes to the Southwest Zone. I'm grateful.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Olafeso, for speaking to us. Okay, you heard it from him. The word Chienye started with keeps coming back and back and back and forward. Authentic. Of course, that really means when that word is in frequent use, then there is the other side.
Sure.
That's what I think. I'm not saying that is what the situation is. And of course, like you know, my opinion does not matter. Yes, authentic. Well, we'll see how that will end. Again, politicians and their confidence. I really love it, where it comes from, how they get it. Okay, yes, we took Dr. Eddy Olafeso ran from Ogun State to the national, of course, occupying a building. Well, again, did not make you authentic or did not make what you are doing. Of course, but the truth, like I said, is that, well, the dissenting voices are not silenced yet in the PDP. That's obvious. And, well, sometimes these legal issues, the way it turns out to be, well, it's like starting a war. You can only know when and how to start it. But when to end it or when it will end becomes a difficulty, and the number of casualties that it may take along is also another difficulty for anybody starting the war to predict. So for anybody to say that that legal challenge that is being mounted by some groups of the PDP in Ogun State may be a banana stick to chew. Well, I don't know. Well, we'll take the break here to allow the 10 o'clock news to come up. After that, yes, we'll continue to be you and us reacting to issues you've heard from our two speakers, Jimi Agbaje, member, Lagos PDP contestant aspirant to the national chairmanship position of the PDP, and of course, the authentic Southwest Chairman of the PDP, Dr. Eddy Olafeso. They all spoke with us from Abuja. We'll take this break and we'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, Daybreak Show, Rock City 101.9 FM. Citizens Forum, moving on. Yes, we earlier on spoke with the Southwest Chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Dr. Eddy Olafeso, and an aspirant to the position of the national chairman. The convention is coming up Saturday, December 9. Mr. Jimi Agbaje, Dr. Olafeso, dismiss whatever story you are hearing about crisis in the southwest of the party, using the word the authentic members and authentic ESCO are known and they're working. Of course, they are the one who will represent the zone at the convention. On the chances of the zone claiming that position, well, they are very optimistic about it. They said there are moral grounds and they've discussed. They've been liaising and trying to convince other zones on to why it should be they. Well, their inability to narrow down the number of contestants, as it were, present a common front. It's also an issue he said, will still not affect the chances. This is democracy, does not matter whether they were able to convince some people to step down or not. And of course, 24 hours in politics is still a long time. They're not throwing anything away yet. Between now and the next 2 weeks, so many things could happen. And after the convention, he says the weed will be separated from the shaft. That is in terms of those he believed are trouble, those looking for troubles and creating crises, shopping for judicial pronouncements around in the party. For Jimi Agbaje, yes, he's also convinced that the Southwest will have it, and of course, anybody presented by the party, it's a candidate to beat at the convention. All right, let's have you have your say on what you've heard, and of course your own position on issues around the today main political opposition party in the country, the PDP.
The studio lines remain 0809-868-7344 or 0909-146-9670. For the short code dial 32120, type rock, leave a space. Type your message, include your name and forward it to 32120. The Twitter.
My name is Dr. Uncle from Ashiro.
Thank you.
Yeah, there is this African adage which says you should not speak bad about the dead. PDP is dead. So, but I will try not to speak bad about PDP in this African tradition. I agree to both of them. And I'm
okay, you can call back Dr. Uncle.
Hello?
Lose contact. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Ayodo.
Morning, sir.
Happy birthday in arrears.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Since you friend you to Jamaica.
Yes, sir.
I'm Taiwan, nobody from South Carolina. Well, I don't know the intention of us to Mr. Ayodo because we have to discuss about this.
Except we want to pretend PDP remains a strong the main opposition party in the country, and obviously there are wranglings and issues, except we want to pretend, which we will not.
Okay, thank you for promoting them. Yes. This is a party in disarray. Imagine, go say, you haven't heard of anybody coming out to buy for, governorship in 2019 because they are in disarray. Passions upon passions. You go to court, doctors upon passions. That doctor, I feel sure. By the way, the national body, why did they not narrow?
Hello?
Hello?
We lost that call.
Oh, okay, sorry about
that.
Let's move on.
Hello? Hello, we have you. Good morning.
good morning, Dele. Sorry.
Thank you for calling back.
Can I start again?
Yes, please.
Yes, I'm sorry. What I said was that we are not going to speak ill about the dead. And I emphasize it. You see, after speaking to these two gentlemen, and I wonder whether they are still living in this country, look at the one who said that, can't you know what is happening in PDP in Ogun State? He told you, Dele, how is that? And I said, which Ogun State? I said, Nibo, which Ogun State is he talking of? I think some politicians must be living in somewhere. There is no PDP in Ogun State. And as I said, when they won that Supreme Court judgment, I said, we are going to go back again to court. This convention, I may predict, we are going to have two conventions if possible, and it's going to be inconclusive. If for one single reason, they are not sincere to themselves. They tell lies they're not. They are corrupt. It's a party deal of corrupt practices, whether MKO or MOK, and they should like it or not. It's a party which should not be allowed again. I'm so ashamed that people like Agbaje is still in PDP. He should have crossed over to ABGA or some other parties. PDP is dead. Any other thing they do is sophistry. It has nothing to do. We will have not forgiven them. No matter what happens, we will not forgive PDP for training us into where we are now. So all those things are the authentic, non-authentic things is sophistry. It has no meaning and I will not dwell on it more. There's nothing to discuss about PDP. It's dead. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, Dr. Okon, yes, it's your opinion, but the truth, the fact is, there is PDP in Ogun State. They will have their issues. There is PDP in Ogun State.
Morning.
Hello,
Morning.
good morning.
Good morning, my sister and my friend Dele. I'm with you here. I'm Kyle from Abeokuta. Good morning, oh.
Thank you for calling.
PDP is not yet dead. Let me tell you, if these people can still eat, and then they can still probably say they have rebelled against the nation, and then they are retracing their steps, I think we should forgive them. If God is a man of justice and fair play, we must give them that they have sinned, and then they are repenting.
Can we have us talk about or react to those positions of the two gentlemen we spoke about? Yes, about their crisis, about their position, about their belief, rather than the general self-opinion about what and who PDP is.
Look, let me tell you, somebody has said that if you are occupying a building, does not matter that, it doesn't mean that you are a bona fide owner of such place. Why can't they forgive themselves if there is any true thing as to the fact that they are probably have settled their cost, whatever. But what I am saying now is the fact that we need a formidable team in the PDP now that will tackle the issue of APC that have gone haywire now. And that is what you see, I'm a principled man. I know what I'm talking about. Most of the APC that we have of today that are leaders, they are not responsible at all. We need fruitful and purposeful leadership in this nation. And I've been saying this, people should forgive me for going so astray to have probably represented people in such a way that we have given it to the people that are in power now. But unfortunately, they are doing us the worst. They are the ones probably doing the people, not even meeting the needs and wants of the people now. So what are we now talking about? PDP has not died, but they need to probably buckle up and then come up so that they will be able to do the needful for the people come 2019. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Aki. Video name for Elegant and Doctor. Yes, I listened to those two men that spoke. The first one that spoke for Abuja is not saying truth as far as we are concerned. Because it is obvious to everybody in this country that there is court action in PDP. Especially in Ogun State where we are now. We change it to Ogudele and non-Ogudele factor. And we are, why is he saying he's not aware that there's a court action? Why is he saying that? And that goes back to confirm what the previous callers have said. That this party is not sincere. They are not repentant. How can we be following unrepentant souls? They got our economy to this mess because of their unrepentant soul. And up to now, they are still not repentant. So what are we talking about then? I would say the opposition. Are they really opposition? When now they are full of fraud and they are not yet changing. So what are we talking about? I think we should just forget about that party and forget about the people there. So not all of them that are accepted, but majority of them, they are bad. And nothing but they are bad. That's it. Thank you.
All right,
Thank
thank
you
you.
Hello.
My name is Johnson Olufatoki, calling from Abeokuta.
Thank you.
The likes of Dr. Ukon that believe PDP is dead, in their personal way, it is a figment of imagination on truth. And that in any gathering of people, there is tendency for misunderstanding, or disagreement, but disagreement will be resolved. PDP is nothing but back. So the crisis in Ogun State is unfortunate, but I must believe that PDP will come out of it and it's going to be better for the entire nation. That's my contribution. Good morning. God bless Nigeria.
God bless us all.
Thank you.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine, thank you, sir. And you?
I'm fine. I'm okay for my issue.
Thank you for calling.
It's just unfortunate that many people are full of deceit in decisions. Saying PDP is dead, that is a misconception of opinion. Go to the National Assembly, both houses. See the population of PDP there.
Again, can we react to? Let's have us react, sir, rather than being superfluous
Yes.
about it. Should let us react to those positions of those we spoke with.
Yes, I am saying that PDP is not dead. I want to do that.
Those we spoke with never said PDP is dead, sir.
Some people said this.
Please, that's exactly what I'm saying. Let's restrict ourselves to reaction. Let our reaction be to what.
All I want to advise is that PDP should put their house in order so that there will be a good team to be reckoned with. Most especially the December 9th convention or Congress will actually tell the entire nation what becomes of our political system in the country. Because if you have a one-party system, it will not all go well. We have the ruling party and the opposition. The contribution of the two people, well, it is how they have seen it each way. The man from Lagos said he's not anticipating that there is no problem, there is any problem in the state. Yet there is problem in Ogun State. We reside in Ogun State. We know what is happening. Yes, I know by December 9th, we know where we are heading to. And to Mr. Eddy is claiming authenticity. Eddy is claiming who actually is the authentic chairman. So that is the reason why I said they should put their house in order to have a very good team. God bless Nigeria. God bless us.
God bless you too. Thank you so much. Hello, good morning.
My name is Mr. Paul. This morning about PDP. To me, I'm not a member of any of those two political parties, APC or PDP, but I have my friends on both sides. To me, and every person that wants PDP not to be a good opposition to the state or to the federal government, it's not doing Nigeria good, for God's sake. So that means you don't, to me, that's my personal opinion, you doesn't love this country the way you claim to. In business, in anything, we need a strong opposition that will keep you to your feet, that will correct you when you are wrong. If you are trying to wish PDP not to succeed or working against the party so that they won't have an opposition, I don't, the history will judge you at the end of the day. Whether in PDP, you are working against the PDP. But to me, what I see about this crisis is what I call the hands of Jacob and this of peace. I hope you understand what I mean by that. To me, we need a strong opposition. We need a strong opposition. And there is very unfortunate they have not allowed PDP to do that. They God willing.
Who are you referring to as the day?
To me, I think there are some elements in PDP itself who don't want PDP to succeed as a strong opposition. Yeah. So, God willing, we need a strong opposition in this country. And they will come out stronger and become a strong opposition. Thank you. God bless Nigeria. God bless us.
God bless you too. Thank you so much. Hello, good morning. Hello, we have you. All right, we'll tarry a while with the calls and check the messages and tweets. For the short code dial, we got this one from IK from E4. I'm not a politician and I will never be. It's rather unfortunate that PDP leadership is now turning into a thing of a do or die affair. And I don't believe in zoning since it's not under our constitution. Then why can't we open the door for everybody to contest? Can we ever open the door for everybody to contest? Okay, that's from IK from E4. Now we have a couple of tweets here. We got this one from Yemi Da Vinci. Okay, from Babati. Says who? What I'm saying is that professionals at different levels should be made to work accordingly. Who says a political science graduate can be an accountant general without ICANN? Then tweets from Yemi Da Vinci. this PDP matter, it is sad that the party once tutored as the biggest party in Africa is now suffering shock from self-inflicted wounds. Solomon La and co did not die for this. A certain former president brought in a certain senator who colluded with then president governor, with the present governor against the president, and this was the beginning of the war in PDP. Ogun PDP is the bane of national PDP. If they can't find a solution to this problem, they may have a shot at the presidency come 2019. Those were tweets from Yemi Da Vinci. Then we got this one from Akorede Camille. There are party crises everywhere, though fewer than others. Whether in Southwest or in Nigeria as a whole, PDP hasn't learnt from the failure, but that is not to say they are dead. Yemi Da Vinci tweeted again, I admire the confidence that the two PDP men have towards the December 9 convention. I predict that convention will create more problems for the party rather than it solving because of the culture of impunity among PDP members. That's a tweet from Yemi Da Vinci. Then we got this one too from Akorede Camille. Whatever years it would take them to reconcile their differences, this must be done. Let them put their house in order. Then we have this one from Professor Agbola AAA. PDP is dead party in the Southwest. Southwest should forget about chairmanship of the party. How many PDP states are now in the Southwest? Irrespective of the present poor performance of PMB-led APC government, PDP must never be allowed to rule Nigeria again. Those were tweets from Professor Agbola AAA. Then we got this one from Samuel Okuye. If we go by that, only graduates of political science should contest at every level. Then the problem is not the costing of running the government. The problem is diversion of public funds meant for projects into politicians' accounts or businesses. Those were tweets from Samuel Okuye. Keep those tweets coming into tweet at Rock City FM, and for the short code dial 321208 it is. Type rock, leave a space, type your message, include your name and forward it to 32120. Then for the Facebook fan page, Rock City 101.9 FM. We got a tweet now from I know. What is the difference between PDP and APC? They are all the same. We need a God-given leader in this country. That's a tweet from I know. We go back to the calls 0809-868-7344 or 0909-146-9670. Remember, good morning.
Uncle Dele, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Call our Joseph on the line.
Thank you, sir.
I'm beginning to fear from what I've just heard from the two contributors. Let me your guess. Then in Nigerian democracy, we don't yet have a strong party. We've had one before, but now we don't have one. Yes. I begin to agree with the caller that just said that PDP is dead. Yes, PDP is dead. For the two callers to laugh, then as if nothing is happening in Ogun State, PDP is dead. Then we should ask ourselves this question. Is APC not dying? APC is dying too. They are really dying, they don't die faster. But my advice to the whole Nigerian is we should begin to see another party. We should see another party. We need a strong good morning.
Thank you, Kalawali Joseph. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Auntie Chienye, good morning.
Good morning, Big Daddy.
Dele, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Auntie Chienye,
Yes, sir.
I want you to get that birthday gift Mr. Dele gives you to become a president. Please, I want you to become a finance minister, petroleum minister.
Oh, okay.
Yes? So that is what the rule Nigeria today. Don't let him to push you here. So I want you to understand what is happening. Hello, Mr. Dele.
I can hear you, sir.
Don't you think that the party system that is happening in Nigeria has contributed to the PDP problem? If anybody that causes trouble there, we're not going to go to another party. When we cannot reverse from where we are coming from, we are not getting it nowhere. PDP is sick today, Nigeria is sick also. Because the only people that stand. I saw in Agbaje, Atiku and the Atiku case something that Buhari case because it depends on PDP. People never see what they are facing. This is man number 16. This is man number 3. What we are talking about FPC, we are just one as in FPC. PDP is dead. They will enforce a come from another way. One problem in Ogun State never developed because the federal they haven't settled it. Remember that the federal was 2 factions before. Ogun State is 3 factions. And one person have surrendered. May God help Nigeria. They are the people destroying us. Let them be together and we'll stand. May God help them. Have a nice day.
All right, thank you.
From Dennis from Ashiru, some parliamentarians are just they rely on their residual knowledge to make delusive assertions. Nigerian politics is unconventional, and it becomes obvious that these individuals are those who will not want to rock the boat for apparent reasons. I'm surfing the minute this incumbent regime ceases to exist. They will become social predators. Okay, that's a message from Dennis from Ashiru. All right, Dennis, please, you should be more careful with the words you used in that message. Then for the tweets, via the Twitter handle, we got this one from Yemi Da Vinci. The only opposition, in my opinion, for PDP is to divide. Let the various factions leave the party and start other parties. And which is why Senator Ladoja is going back, for me, was a step backwards. Then we got another one from Orioye Owolabi. Thank God I have someone sharing the same mindset as I do. Lanre Adeyemi. I don't know why we keep talking about PDP is dead or not. The truth for me is the worst of the current party in power will ever be the best they can offer us. Hence, all I care for is a responsible party that will give me a better governance. Yemi Da Vinci still, the Kama heads in PDP are either dead or frustrated. Thus, the infantry is now running the army. Those are the tweets I have here. Don't bother. Keep them strolling in. Tweet at Rock City FM for the short code dial 32120. Type rock, leave a space, type your message, include your name, and then you send it to 32120. 32120. We pick more calls. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. We have you.
My name is Dejo Gundimo. I'm calling from Abeokuta.
Thank you for calling.
Unless Nigeria realize that we don't need our opposition party to rescue Nigeria from the grips of politicians. For the past 16 years, I've been criticizing PDP on radio, on television, on social media, and in 2015 we have another party, the same set of politicians under another name, and they kept doing the same thing and over again, which we condemn the PDP for. Until Nigeria see themselves as the only opposition to the political class. Look at what we are witnessing in the country now. We are damn too docile in this country. Why are we leaving our fate in the hands of politicians? People are saying so many things about PDP, and we have PDP members coming or going from PDP to APC. By the time they get into APC, they become the saints. When they are in PDP, they are the one that destroyed Nigeria. And Nigeria kept deceiving themselves. Until all of us begin to see politicians as the same people that have kept Nigeria backward. We don't need any political party to voice opposition to what we are witnessing in Nigeria today. Let us wake up from our slumbers. We don't need PDP. We begin by saying things the way we see them from our different homes. By the time we see somebody coming out as a PDP candidate, when they get to office, all these APC members will now defect and go to PDP back again, and we will start the drama again. We are fighting corruption, PDP destroy Nigeria, APC is coming to rescue, and the same PDP members we are hunting will cross to APC again, and they begin to share the money. All this nonsense must stop. Nigerians should see themselves as the only viable and meaningful opposition Let us stop hiding under I support APC, I support PDP. Until that happens in Nigeria, we are heading nowhere.
Okay.
Good morning, Nigerians.
Good morning. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
My brother Dele, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
I want to believe it is better to be late than never. I wish you happy birthday, sir.
Thank you.
You will live long in Jesus' name.
Amen.
My name is Pastor Makinde. I'm calling from Owu Kingdom. Okay, I go where people are here. You will please, can you hear me, sir?
Clearly.
Yes, we can.
You will please permit me to quickly share my thoughts on the positions of the two PDP chieftains that spoke from Abuja this morning. You see, in as much as I want to keep away from politicking this morning, I want to also call a spade a spade. For me, PDP is still a formidable political party, although with a load of crises and court cases here and there, especially here in Ogun State. See, those court cases are being charged and financed by Senator representing Ogun East.
No, sorry. You can do your submission without those.
Okay, my submission and my advice is that PDP leaders should better resolve their differences before their convention, which is coming up on the 9th of December. Thanks so very much. God bless Rock City and God bless Nigeria.
God bless you too. Thank you. Hello? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. We have you.
Yeah, good morning, Dele. Good morning.
Good morning.
I am Wahid. I'm calling from Abeokuta here.
Thank you.
Yes. When the Supreme Court gave the judgment in favor of McCarthy, and some people, some Nigerians who really don't want PDP to come back were disturbed. And some of us told them, you don't need to be disturbed. Head or tail, giving the judgment in favor of Alimadu Sharif or McCarthy, that PDP will still be in crisis. And here we are. Because of the practice of PDP, because of the order of impunity in PDP, which metamorphosed to the abysmal rule that they gave to us in this country, PDP is continuing to be in this mess. Is this the same PDP that will come back and say they want to take over power come 2019? I think it is until this same PDP come out to tell us that Nigerians forgive us, and if Nigeria is ever ready to forgive them. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not saying anybody is good, I'm not saying this, I'm not, but that PDP that led us to where we are, I don't think they will ever get their hearts together. I don't pray so. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you, Wahid.
090. Ian, you need to switch that. You need to switch the radio off. That's most important right now.
Okay. What we are doing now in the politics, if they can give this people chance to go.
All right, Ian, we are sorry you are not complying.
The last call.
The last call. Thank you.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
God bless you, my people.
Thank you.
Jimi Agbaje again from Egwuonwu. I personally expect a lot of people, and I hope and we will be able to scale this hurdle. The whole humanity a lot. They cannot afford to fail, and they must not fail. Good morning.
Thank you very much. Okay, we wrap it up with the tweets that we have here. We have this one from Professor Agbola AAA. We Nigerians should see ourselves as the main opposition to the ruling class. No present political party in Nigeria can play this role. Akorede Camille. Okay, the reason because none of the parties have the welfare of the people in mind. That's a tweet from Prince Adewale. That's it for the tweets and messages.
All right, and of course, that will be it for the day on the Daybreak Show. Citizen Friend, we appreciate everybody. Tomorrow we'll be back fresh and new. Dele Ayodo is my name. I say God bless you all. God bless Nigeria. And God bless Rock City.
And I am Chienye Egwuonwu. Thank you so much for staying tuned.